Hello everyone, Nitro Productions here, and today I'll be reviewing the Transformers Siege Netflix Hotlink and his two other figures. So, who is Hotlink? Well, he is actually a Seeker that was in the very first episode of the Transformers series, a part of the Welcoming community. He's this guy. He has flamethrowers, and that's pretty much it. He had a figure for the Transformers Collectors Club, but that was his only other toy, and that wasn't even a main release. Now, for this Netflix series, we finally have a figure, and he is in a trailer. He's right there. So yeah, wondering what he's gonna be like in the Siege cartoon, but it's whatever. So let's talk about this figure. So this figure comes in his Tetrajet mode, and looks very, very nice. Although it looks like all the other ones. Now, some added things I do want to mention is that the battle damage on this figure is very, very different from all the Seeker molds, actually. If I bring in a figure like Starscream, you could clearly see that all the battle damage that is present is completely different, which is honestly a breath of fresh air, because when you get all those Seekers, you kind of want them all to feel a little different. Not just like an easy repaint for Hasbro, but whatever makes them money, I guess. But this figure still looks really, really nice. I'm glad to have him. His purple helps him contrast a lot from Skywarp, which I'll do a comparison Tetrajet mode in a minute. But let's look at his accessories first. His accessories are two machine guns, which will be like his null rays, his two target masters, which I'll go into in a second, and two new blast effects. But let's go into the null rays. So these null rays could actually finish the complete look and make this really look like a Seeker jet with the null rays on the side. So that's actually kind of what you expect. But let's talk about these new guys first. But these also come with a blast effect each, which is actually just the blast effect that comes with blowpipe, but without the little circular explosion on it. So each of these could get their own blast effects, but that doesn't really matter right now. We'll show more of those in robot mode. This is Heatstroke and Heartburn. You could tell the difference because I'll just do it in vehicle mode. Heatstroke is the one with the orangish visor, and Heartburn is the one with the yellow visor. And if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. These guys become two cool-looking target masters, which is meant to reference the flamethrower I mentioned in the beginning of the series. Now, it would have been nice if these were actually target masters for someone else. A figure that has not gotten his double target masters was actually Quake, which I guess you could kind of give these to him, I guess. They could go in his hand. But because they're meant for Hotlink, I don't really want to take that away from him, and there we go. He looks cool with them. But this isn't about Quake. This is about Hotlink. So let's do some quick comparisons. Here's Hotlink with Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp, Acid Storm, Ion Storm, Nova Storm, and Redwing. And all together in jet mode, these guys look great. But I guess it's time to go to the robot mode and see how all the Seekers look together. And here we have Hotlink in his robot mode. And very, very nice figure. Before we get to that, let us start putting on the accessories. So, as I mentioned, he has his two null rays that go right here. It can be transformed without taking them out, but I prefer taking them out. And that completes the look, which makes this guy look Awesome. So, the only thing that is weird is that compared to the classics and the G1 version, he does a much more lighter purple. But I'm okay with this dark purple, honestly. And let's give him Hotlink and Heatstroke. The Heatstroke and Heartburn. And that looks cool. And you could also add the blast effects. Along with those blast effect ports that are on his guns, you also have a blast effect peg right here on the tip of his null ray, here in his feet, and on the back, and he has some here, his legs, and arms. So he has ports where you could stick a little blast effect anywhere. So before we get into the size comparisons, let us transform Heatstroke and Heartburn. And here we have Heatstroke and Heartburn in their robot modes. And they look really nice. Some people might not like that they are basically the exact same figure. Something I would have liked is if they somehow like flipped the gun so then it could be different, so this could be here and that one could stay there. But I'm honestly okay with that. Like I mentioned, the way to distinct them is the color of their visor. Heatstroke is the one with the orange visor, and Heartburn's the one with the yellow visor. So, that's cool. This shares a similar... This is the same mold as this one. I forgot their names, because there's, like... I think these are the 6th and 7th time this mold was used. So yeah, these guys are really cool. So yeah, let's go to the size comparisons. For size comparisons, here he is with Siege Fire Drive. Here he is with Siege Iron Tread. Here he is with Blitzwing. Here he is with Skytread. Here he is with Voyager class Sound Blaster. And here he is with Leader class Optimus Prime. But I'm forgetting to compare him with one other set of figures. Here he is with Starscream, Thundercracker, Skywarp, Redwing, Acid Storm, Ion Storm, and Nova Storm. Now, one of the questions I probably wasn't thinking as much is this guy more worth it than Skywarp? I feel, yes, he's an obscure character. I feel like the only reason he is more valuable is because of how obscure he is. We're getting an Earthrise Skywarp. I doubt we're getting an Earthrise Hotlink. So, yeah, if I had to say which one to pick up, I would say Hotlink, because, well, one, he's not sold out on Amazon, and two, he's a more obscure character. But let's go into the final thoughts. So that is my review for Siege Hotlink. I'm excited to see him in the Netflix TV show. Wonder what he's going to be like, or if he's just going to be a generic seeker. Who cares? I'm really hoping we get a Sunstorm and Bitstream. That would be very cool to get the rest of the welcoming committee. And, I'm still okay with getting this Seeker mold. It hasn't gotten old for me, honestly. Yes, doing this review took a while because I had to transform every single one, but I'll do it because they all look great together. On my shelf, they are all on my shelf with the rest of my Decepticons, and that is going to do it for this review. Hope you all enjoyed. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, guys.